China sends stark warning after U.S. Army begins huge operation, ready for war. China has insisted it is ready for war amid America's move to send 11,000 soldiers to the Western Pacific to perform huge military exercises. The U.S. Army has begun a 10-day-long operation in Guam called Exercise Valiant Shield. It will involve land, sea and air exercises in order to train American troops to defend the Pacific Island. American forces sent the country's largest warships and 100 planes to the U.S. territory in the Western Pacific. But the operation has angered China, who have now said are ready for war. Rear Admiral Michael Boyle, Director of Maritime Operations for the U.S. Pacific Fleet, said the operation will give the U.S. military a chance to improve lethality. Earlier this year, General Charles Q. Brown Jr., commander for the U.S. Pacific Air Forces, said the Indo-Pacific region is the priority for the U.S. Department of Defense. He said, the Indo-Pacific remains the most consequential region in the world, and it is the priority theater for the U.S. Department of Defense. The Global Times, supported by China's Communist Party, urged citizens to prepare for war. It said, "We have territorial disputes with several neighboring countries instigated by the U.S. to confront China. Chinese society must therefore have real courage to engage calmly in a war that aims to protect core interests, and be prepared to bear the cost." China has carried out its own military exercises in the South China Sea and around Taiwan. Beijing has threatened to increase their operations to include the U.S. territory, Guam. Australia's Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, has warned that war between China and the US is a genuine threat. He said war between the two nations was no longer inconceivable. Mr. Morrison urged both the US and China to respect international law. Both nations have carried out military exercises in the heavily disputed South China Sea. Michael Oslin, a fellow at Stanford University's Hoover Institution, told the South China Morning Post that he was concerned America and China could stumble into conflict. He said, "You have all these contested islands, you've had collisions, you've had intimidation, you've had a worsening of relations. Neither Beijing nor Washington will choose war, but I am very worried they could stumble." The U.S. State Department said that during the coronavirus pandemic, China has asserted control over the South China Sea. China has also disputed with other nations along its borders. Tensions have continued to escalate between Beijing and India and were heightened after the Galwan Valley clash in June. The border dispute saw 20 Indian soldiers die during a hand-to-hand battle.